be amazed.
I heard tax rate $1.50.
No, you're gonna pork them.
Let's cut a few of those out.
I don't know why they do that.
Okay, we're into new business now. First item is automobile grade permit. Yes, Mr. Chairman, okay, you have 5 automobile grade permits that are before you. These are the same identical 5 that the town has had for a variety of years. The property has been reviewed by the CEO, who indicated that everything is okay for these 5. And I believe the recommendation is to approve the 5 as presented.
You want to do them singly or collectively?
Can you name the 5?
Sure.
Or is it a secret?
Oh, God.
No secret.
Southern New Hampshire Hydraulic Development Corporation, which is on Route 9. Next one is Philip LeMay on Carberry Road, doing business as LTS, LNS Equipment.
That place is closed.
He's applied for his application.
Well, the doors have been locked for more than 6 months.
Their business is closed, but not necessarily the junkyard part.
Oh, okay.
The next one is Vernon P. Lochran, doing business as Heavy Truck Sales on Route 9. Peter G. Gescheitel, doing business as Pete Motor Parts on Route 4. And Burke and Iron and Metal Recycling on Route 236.
Can we go all at once?
I think it's whatever your pleasure is.
And I move that we approve those.
I'll second the motion.
Approving all 5. Is that the motion?
Yes.
Yes. They've all been inspected by Jim.
The correct procedures, are that okay, Keith? That's fine. Joe, you made the motion, Marcia seconded it? Did you second it, Marcia?
Yes.
We have a letter here, the CEO's check these all out, and you signed off on them, and we got this up. Any discussion?
Judy, was there any denied or anybody that came in that was denied? You know, that applied, these applied and they were approved.
These are renewals, and you know, they've had public hearings years ago on them, they were approved, the state law says you don't need to have them. With renewals, you just need to have them.
But there's no new.
No new ones, no.
If you had new ones, if you had new ones, there would have to be a public hearing
Yeah.
prior to
Yeah.
your approval the first time on those.
So that's why I was wondering if there was any.
All in favor? Next item, new business, the hiring freeze. We recently had a patrolman resign. Yes, if I may, yes, Chairman, as we have in the last several employees that we've had, the hiring freeze is still in effect, and as a result of that, department heads and myself cannot fill those positions unless provided approval from the board. The police chief is here this evening to provide to you additional information on his request to fill the open position, and he's provided a memo, and he's here to field your questions and to discuss it with you if you so desire. Chief?
But, excuse me, by the way, we just got these memos tonight, so we didn't really have a chance to look at them all good. Okay, go ahead. Chief?
I'm requesting to fill the open position that was just created by a resignation. I prepared some information for you supporting my request for the position that is now vacant. It is not a new position, it's an existing position that was funded through the last budget process. I believe if you read the memo that you'll understand where I'm coming from as far as statistics and the reason why I'd like to fill a position. With the hiring freeze in place, I realized that I didn't have to come forward, and that's why I'm here tonight, is to request that we fill that position if it's needed. It's been funded, and I'd like to fill it.
Question. Do we have anybody in mind that's already been trained and certified, so that, I mean, I would hate, trying to avoid just stopping ground for, training, you know what I'm saying, and then they move on.
I understand. I haven't opened this up, I haven't, for all intents and purposes, the position is still vacant. It hasn't been even talked about as being an open position in the police department yet. Until I get approval, I didn't want to move forward with that. I do have people that are interested, and I'd be speaking out of place if I went too far on one individual, but I would offer it to one individual that used to work here years ago, or 2 years ago. Whether he or she would take that position, I don't know. But it would be offered to them.
And they're all trained anyway.
Yes.
Good. Well, I don't know, I came in early enough, so I read this whole thing through.
No, I haven't had a chance to look at it. I know Keith has a little bit of, you wanna speak to that tonight?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I provided,
I know you've probably
I
spoken with the
provided
chief.
a note to the chief. We have been approached by the town of South Berwick, asking us to enter into discussions with them prior to filling the position. Perry Ellsworth, who's the manager down there, felt that this may be an apropos time to look at additional regional efforts. And our discussions were based on trying to have the police chiefs and ourselves sit down and look at it, and if the possibility exists that we could do an enhanced interlocal agreement where we begin to share perhaps patrol services to some extent on some shifts. Very preliminary discussions with Tim and I. We try to meet on a weekly basis just to discuss issues, and he mentioned that he would like to entertain some discussions on this. If the board wishes for us to do that, I would strongly suggest that we put a time frame to it. I don't believe the chief wants to wait, if in fact you want to do that. I don't believe the chief wants to wait and delay the process, nor do I, that we need to move quickly. If this is going to catch some traction, or if there's an ability of these departments to do that, I don't know. This is new ground for us all. But we've been offered to have the discussions, and if you want us to have them, we'll have them. If you don't, and you want to just review the material that's here, ask the chief additional questions on the material that he's provided, the statistics that he's provided to you, you can have that discussion as well.
Now, wouldn't the two chiefs have to get together to actually coordinate this and
Oh,
discuss it?
absolutely.
And you haven't done that, I don't.
The only information that I had, I received through Keith. So I have not spoken with Dana. We did have a discussion 6 months ago, it was during budget time actually.
That was more on the detective
position.
Yeah.
If I can go a little bit further, the information that I provided you shows that I need the people that I have. I'm not telling you I would not talk about looking at that. I'm saying what I have at the police department is what I need right now. If we enter into an agreement with South Berwick, there are issues that, contract issues, there are 2 different unions. There's a lot more than just 2 guys sitting down at a table saying, this sounds like a good idea. It isn't something that we can do like meantime, things continue on here in Berwick. My daily routine continues. I'm not asking you for more people, I'm asking you for what in the day. That's all I'm asking for. Be more than happy, and I'm not, please don't take me as saying that I'm completely opposed to the idea of looking outside of the proverbial box. But those are gonna have to be lengthy discussions that, in the meantime, I'll be sitting with one man down. I've outlined here what that will mean to me, for us as the police department, if we don't fill that position. And it's connected, again, two of you, I believe, have read it already. You know, we've got a shared position with the school district. That's an issue I'm gonna have to breach at some point if I reduce my staff. Obviously, the main function is patrol, taking care of the people here in Berwick. I'll leave it at that, I guess.
Well, there's certainly plenty of activity in Berwick, as far as the police officers, there's no doubt about that. And when you got starting, you know, home invasion, you know, that makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Keith, this proposal isn't hinged on them being one man down with it. So we could give them the man and then still.
However you desire to do it. Yeah, I think it was your approach because of the fact that there was attrition within one of our departments. And both Perry and I had come to a gentleman's agreement, if there was attrition, there'd be a discussion.
Well,
And, you know, and that's what we could do, would be discussing. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's like in Berwick or South Berwick or this board, and how you wish to proceed, but
could
that was it.
the two town managers and the two police chiefs meet and discuss it and then come back to our next meeting?
We can do whatever you wish us to do.
If they need another man.
But even if that happens, this can't happen overnight. If you've got two unions you've gotta work through, and it could take, what, 6 months?
That's a legitimate, maybe more.
Maybe more.
No, I just mean if they have preliminary discussions to see if it's even a feasible thing
Right,
that
so
they're gonna wanna do.
Oh, I think it's good to have the discussions, but I don't think we should this on it.
We have another year, I believe it's a year and a half on this current contract with the union.
Yeah, and I believe that South Berwick is currently in negotiations.
I don't know if that's true, I think they just finished it. They just finished it.
They did.
So, I don't know if it was 2 years ago, I'd have to check the date. That's again, something that, I mean, we can decide it. We can decide that it's a good idea, but we're still gonna have to go down that path with the union itself, unfortunately, to make this thing work.
You have to do sidebars for the union and.
If it happens inside of a contract, yeah, it has to be a side letter agreement. That being said, if we know that there's a timeline where this contract's going to expire, which is gonna be July of a year from this coming July, so we've got a year and a half, roughly. That's what we start working towards.
Do you still have a decent part-time staff for?
We have 3 guys in training, yeah, we do. These are very good guys. Very fortunate, where is he? We have Bill Russell that just came on full-time for us. He's doing an excellent job. Yes.
Is that currently how you're filling the shift now, or are you filling that spot right now with
Technically, that
part-timers?
came open on the 12th, so we're just starting to do that, yes.
That's your plans as of right now?
Right now, it's being shared, we're covering it with myself, the captain, the detective. We're piecing it together.
For the sake of maybe the chiefs and the managers getting together, maybe discussing this a little bit further, you can handle it in the short term for a little while.
Not optimal, but yeah, I can.
Handle what instructor?
The part-time is handling.
Well, no, he said,
full-time.
he and the captain and the detective are doing it.
Yeah, but he still has a decent part-time staff also.
Because it's gonna take quite another few months to hammer out, that is not gonna happen overnight.
Oh, I
And,
wholeheartedly
and,
agree.
and I would like to see the discussion go on, but I,
So within a few weeks, you guys should have an idea whether it's gonna fly or not, or get serious or not. Maybe?
I don't know. It really is going to depend on, the managers, I think our task is to try to look at regional solutions, because we all are under the budgetary restraints that we're all experiencing. It's gonna be up to our professional staff, the two chiefs, to provide to us if it's gonna work. They'll be able to look at this stuff and decide, the timing, as the chief alluded to tonight. I mean, the collective bargaining agreements that we have may have to come into play, how this thing all evolves. I don't know if statutorily, departments can do what may be proposed. There'll be a lot of questions that'll need to be answered, and it will take us some time to flush it out.
well, okay, I'd like to make a motion that we, allow him to hire a full-timer to replace this, because we've already done it with Freeson. But also, on that motion, I'd like to add that they do keep going to this talking and negotiation, maybe of, some reaction back and forth, whatever, however you wanna call it. For the regional, because I think it's gonna take a lot more than a few weeks. I think it's gonna take you months to hammer that one out, maybe even longer.
Well, I haven't even had a chance to go over the information yet, I'm not ready tonight.
Well, I made a motion.
You made a motion.
Well, I did.
Do a second to it.
If we put it off for 2 weeks to the next meeting, would that?
Hey, I'm not unreasonable. I'll just reiterate that I'm just asking for what I have. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not opposed to looking at what South Berwick has to offer, but knowing the police service, it's something that's going to take some time to come up with. This isn't something that's gonna happen in 2 months, 6 months. It's going to take some time. And Keith just alluded to something, even legally, would be something that we'll have to pursue to see what ground we can, quote unquote, share this service. We might have to come up under a whole new entity, as opposed to 2 different entities, 1 entity.
I personally don't like the idea of losing any of the presence in the schools. Officer Fox does
No, I don't
a
either.
tremendous job, and the more space we have in there, and the more, these are the ones that he's gonna see on the street, that he can, sort of connect with them, and,
We have a very good working relationship with SAB 60, and if, the townspeople, I hope they understand that SAB 60 picks up 3/4 of that position. The quarter that I get is very, very important to me, and when I say that, it allows me to do stuff in the schedule to cover our busiest months, both for call volume and for the guys want time off. It's summertime. So I have big holes in my schedule in the summertime. Having that position allows me to fill the school and fill the schedule.
And I've read through this too, and my only concern is getting somebody that needs to go to the academy, and then we lose them, and then we gotta, fill that pot,
If that's a concern, I can hire full-time certified. That's how I advertise, looking for full-time certified. That's not uncommon.
maybe we can be the recipient of somebody else training somebody for a change,
True.
We don't lose a lot to that anymore, do we?
No, it's uncommon because of
I mean,
legislation.
years
I mean,
ago, it was a problem here, back in,
The use of the guy for 10 weeks, right?
but it didn't happen now.
18 weeks. now.
18 weeks.
Yes.
I said, back in, I was trying to think, in the late 70s, early 80s, that was a serious problem we had. People,
Right,
we get them trained, and then a few months later, they're gone.
right.
But I know it doesn't happen now like it did.
We have to bring it back.
Yes, it
It
is.
came from that.
That's right.
I think Berwick complained so much.
That's right, that was I put that in the list, it was my bill in the legislature to do
There
that.
you go.
Good job, Eleanor.
you know, get 2 more weeks to look at this stuff and so forth, but I do have a comment from the officer.
Yeah, no, actually, citizen, Jeff Scott, how you doing?
Citizen.
29 Pleasant Drive. I would like to just urge you people, this is an existing position, one that we, the taxpayers, have already paid for, okay? I think if you want to do regionalization somewhere down the road, realistically, it could be 6 months, it could be 2 years. This is a position that we need now. If you don't believe me, take a walk out there.
Especially about two
I would-
or 3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
up Rochester
yeah.
Street, Maple Lodge.
Yeah,
all that.
I have a funny feeling that it's pretty darn busy. This is an existing position. I think it would be very wise for you people to spend our money and use it. as an
Those of us who
existing
live
position.
really.
Thank you.
way downtown.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I paid my taxes just the other day.
But those of us who live downtown, and I think I'm the only one here who you consider lives downtown.
Yes.
These streets at night are very busy, I'll tell
These
you.
streets are
I don't
more
know
than
where they
busy.
come- I don't know where they
Mrs.
come from.
Yes.
I guess I better get my.
I'll second her motion.
Okay. I'll take a couple more comments now that I have the second. Guy in the white shirt?
Milton Thon. I live at 54 Pine
Oh,
Road.
okay.
I just want to say that you mentioned the part-time. We do have great part-time guys, and I definitely would never knock our part-time guys. But you got to understand that they have a full-time job as well. And when they can't fill that shift, it's going to come to us, and then we're going to get paid overtime to fill that shift. So essentially, you're going to lose money there. You see what I'm saying? So our part-time staff is very good. But unfortunately, what's going to happen is I'm going to have to get pulled out of school occasionally. Detective Russell's going to have to get pulled out of his job to be able to cover a shift that we already got voted, the taxpayers already voted for this position. That's all I'm saying.
What's if I were you guys, I'd like the overtime.
I had one,
Hey, you can talk to them. I turn it down as much as anything, so.
Yeah, my concern, and I've for a while been wanting to bring this up, but the environment has been so contentious that I haven't. But Eleanor will recall, as I'm sure other people at the table will, for years we had police association, not associations, advisory committees. And I sat on 2 of them over the years. And one of the initiatives of both of those was to make sure that we had 2 guys on the street all the time. And I'm telling you, if it was your relative out there, you wouldn't want it to be one person out there. And there was just a wonderful memorial service for an officer that was lost. And I would hate to see, in an effort to read material, and I'm not picking on you, Jim, but this is an existing position, I'm not sure what there is to read, that we go back in that. But I'd really like to see the advisory committee put back. I think it, I haven't talked to Tim about it, but it's been gone for a while. But I guarantee you, if that goes away, there'll be,
That doesn't bother me.
what's that?
I get picked on all the time, it doesn't bother me.
Well, it seems like it does, but anyway, that's my comment, and this is an existing position. I know, I'll let other people speak, but there have been others that have come back in that I think are less dangerous than this one.
I'll take one more and then we're gonna get back to business.
Hi, Joe French, Blackberry Hill Road. This hiring freeze you had on, you needed a secretary, she quit. No discussion, no qualifications, you hired a secretary. Then you needed a planner, hiring freeze, you hired a planner. I think a police officer is a lot more important than somebody in there pushing papers.
Thank you.
I would not denigrate anyone's job.
Well, no, but there was no discussion for a secretary.
I agree with Mr. Scott about this position has already been budgeted, and then that gives Keith and Chief's time to maybe look at this interlocal agreement. But I also agree with Mr. Chambers, where we are not sending anyone to the academy at this point.
But he said he had several applying.
Well, he said you could put the posting out there with that stipulation in.
Right, you could frame the hire.
And I mean, that's basically my opinion is that, yeah, I mean, those sense in hiring somebody, you're gonna lose them 18 weeks.
My hope is that I'm, if I offer the position to, the individual I have in mind, if they'll take it. But
It's really Polish.
I can understand if they don't.
Do they give more money where they are?
Yeah.
That part they
They,
get
you know,
them
honestly, they have a pretty good deal going. I gotta leave it at that. But the board has voiced their concern that the academy is an issue, and certainly I can look for full-time certified people.
That's a concern.
That's not it, that's,
Keith, would we need the motion amended if that's?
Right now, the motion is to, from, Selectman Murphy, seconded by, Selectman Chambers, to allow the chief to hire it if you